prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Just wanted to drop a little speculation video as another Michigan linebacker has entered the transfer portal. Cornell Wheeler, former four-star according to Rivals.com. And as I've said before with these type of videos, it could be something, it could be nothing. But after the decommitment from Roe Torrance this week, I fully expect that Josh Heupel is going to jump right back into the transfer portal. Like I said, could be something, could be nothing. But before we get going, guys, as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. Just press that little thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. Please go ahead and subscribe. If you click that bell for notifications, you'll get notified when we go live or when we drop new content. We're going to be covering the baseball series this weekend as the Tennessee Volunteers move into regional play. They're going to be taking on Wright State tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. The Indy Kid is going to drop a video as soon as the game ends, and then on Saturday, depending on what time they play, I'll be doing the same. The goal is to try to go live on Sunday, but we'll keep you guys in the loop. We'll let you know, but just make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. And let's go ahead and get into the video here. Again, just a little speculation. Does this mean that Cornell Wheeler is coming to Tennessee? No, it doesn't. But obviously, you can connect the dots. You can put the pieces of the puzzle together. So let's take a look at the article here. This is from Rivals.com. It says Michigan linebacker Cornell Wheeler enters NCAA transfer portal. It says Michigan Wolverines freshman linebacker Cornell Wheeler is looking for a new home. The 6', 231-pounder entered the transfer portal Tuesday night after just one season in Ann Arbor. Says Wheeler participated in the team's 15 spring practices, but he will now look for greener pastures. West Bloomfield High, Wheeler was coached by Ron Bellamy, former Wolverine wideout who was hired as Michigan's safeties coach this offseason. I did see when I was trying to look for a scouting report, some information on Wheeler, I did find a great quote from Ron Bellamy, his former high school coach. It says, Cornell Wheeler is a physically intimidating kid for a high school kid. He said, you're on the sideline as a coach, and by preparation and game planning, you know when the team's going to run the screen or going to run the draw, whatever it may be. And it said he is on the field screaming about what's going to happen, and you're just like, oh, man, bless these kids that are about to get hit by Cornell. I thought that was a funny little quote from his high school coach. Let's continue to take a look through the article here. It says, Wheeler is the third Michigan linebacker to enter the transfer portal this offseason, joining Ben Van Summeren and William Mohan. And, of course, that's where you start to make the connection. William Mohan, third linebacker from Michigan to enter the transfer portal, one of which is now at the University of Tennessee, and also Brian Jean-Marie. You wonder what that connection is. And like I said, we don't know how this is going to shake out. We don't know if Wheeler's going to end up at Tennessee or not. I don't even know if he's interested in Tennessee. But his former position coach, Brian Jean-Marie, is the linebackers coach at Tennessee. I think he's going to be very familiar with what Wheeler brings to the table and whether or not Tennessee decides to go down this road. The article goes on to say he is a former four-star recruit in the class of 2020, but he did not see action for the Wolverines last fall. Says he didn't appear on the projected depth chart following spring ball, which could have been a source of frustration. That's also a source of concern for me. He wasn't able to make it onto the two deep coming out of spring practice. Now, does that mean everything? No, it doesn't. Because when you look at Wheeler, he is a COVID freshman. So last year's a wash. He still has 5 years to play for. So 4 years of eligibility. He could also redshirt, gives him 5 years. Josh Heupel and this Tennessee staff have shown that they're willing to take a chance on guys like this. So do they want to add another linebacker, or are they going to only, look for a defensive back? I don't know. But Cornell Wheeler kind of fits the mold for what the type of guy that Josh Heupel and this coaching staff have gone after. So we'll see. Says out of high school, he was tabbed as the number 246 overall player, number 16 inside linebacker in the country. and the number 6 prospect in the state of Michigan, having posted 130 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery as a senior. Says he was pegged as a first-team All-State standout during both his junior and senior seasons. Again, guys, I don't know if Tennessee is going to go this route, but when you see another Michigan linebacker in the transfer portal, you start to wonder. You think about Mohan, you think about Brian Jean-Marie. I don't know if Tennessee will go down this road or not. I always try to find a little scouting report, some in-depth review. I found a pretty good video. It's only 46 seconds, so I'm going to share it up, and it kind of will show you if Tennessee does decide to go after Cornell Wheeler, what he brings to the table. So let's go ahead and cue it up here and take a look.
Cornell Wheeler is kind of a forgotten man in Michigan's 2020 recruiting class, probably because he committed early, plays a middle linebacker position that isn't, a real premium position. But I'll tell you what, just consistently he puts out a great effort. Got a chance to see him in week 1 of his senior year. He came off another great offseason performance where we had him out in a camp setting. And you look at linebackers in a camp setting, usually don't excel, but Wheeler shows he can play in space. Getting a chance to see him in the game, though, you see that, that true middle linebacker, that ability to step up against the run. He's very active, always around the football. Another really strong performance from Cornell Wheeler.
So, again, just another kid with potential. Tons of potential, tons of time to develop. How many times do we, talk about this? We kind of beat it into the ground. It's been a long time since Tennessee has gone out, got guys, and developed them. We've seen too many times, time and time again. You bring in a 4-star, 5-star, and it's as if they get worse instead of getting better. If Tennessee is going to get over the hump, if Tennessee is going to get back to where they need to be, they have to be able to develop talent. Kind of go that Rick Barnes route. Do more with less. Then the talent will come. Tony Vitello, look what he's doing with the baseball program. Do more with less. Then recruiting gets a whole lot easier once you're able to develop that talent. Again, I don't know if Tennessee goes down this road or not. Obviously, what they lost at linebacker. Of course, the news recently that Aaron Willis is back on campus. No surprise that he's returned to the team activities. But that's big for that linebacker room. The addition of Mohan, the addition of Juwan Mitchell. The linebacker room is starting to get better. But Wheeler is another body. Add a little bit more depth with potential. Leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think Tennessee will go down this road? Or do you think they're going to look for a defensive back? Or they very well could be done with the transfer portal. But it's just a name, an interesting name floating around on the VolQuest message boards, kind of floating around the rumor mill, Vol Twitter. So I thought I'd throw this video up, keep you guys up to date. Sometimes doing a little speculation can be fun. But like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know, what do you think of Wheeler? What do you think? Does Tennessee go down this road or not? And then lastly, if you want to help us out, do us a favor. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols. We've got the old collector's item now that JP is no longer with us. Maybe we should put an X over his face on the t-shirt, but these probably won't be up too much longer. But if you do want the Egghead 2.0 shirt, you can pick that up. Probably not going to do the Egghead shirts anymore. Also, we got the Ball Hoops merchandise, old school State Pride logo, my favorite design that we have put out so far. And then just the clean logo merchandise. But again, bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols. The link to that is also in the description below, but that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Make sure you're subscribed. Follow that baseball team tomorrow against Wright State. I think they take care of business. I know everybody's talking about the offense of Wright State, but I think Tennessee gets it done tomorrow and then advances to Saturday. I believe they will play in the evening if they win tomorrow. But that's going to wrap it up. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
Soaking moonlit falls, unbroken passes in a dated orb. and I'm alive. The